I'm going to be talking about the culture shocks that I experienced in Nairobi, Kenya as a Nigerian. Like things where we say it shocked me. Even myself, I open my mouth like this. Yeah, waiting this up. Guys, these people have Wi-Fi literally any and everywhere. Every restaurant, every hotel has Wi-Fi. So you get into a restaurant, they will connect you to their Wi-Fi for free. Oh, you came to buy food, you connect to Wi-Fi. How? As a Nigerian that I am, I was confused. Please, where? You enter Chicken Republic, you see Wi-Fi. Come out, you enter ShopRite, you see Wi-Fi. Come out, you enter. Hi loves, and welcome to my channel. This is your first time stopping by. My name is Cheta and I create a lot of swift content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are definitely welcome to the returning guys, my goons, my people that have been with me for a minute. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for taking a chance on me. I appreciate you guys. The growth here has been amazing. Please, if you're here to subscribe, I beg, make a need down, I beg, please click the subscribe button down below, and do not forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, because I promise you definitely enjoy it. Also, go back and watch a list of my playlist. I have a lot of videos that you will enjoy. Just go to my profile and you will find a number of them. I also link some above recommendations. So guys, yeah, without rambling, let's get into today's video. Okay, so guys, if you're an OG, you already know that I recently made a trip to Nairobi, Kenya, and I'll add a playlist of that, so go back and watch. I had like back-to-back vlogs I was giving you guys, and I have a lot of content still coming with regards to this trip. So today guys, I'm going to be talking about the culture shocks that I experienced in Nairobi, Kenya as a Nigerian. Like things where we say it shocked me. Even myself, I open my mouth like this. Yeah, waiting this up. Guys, yeah, so I'll just go right into that immediately. Now guys, the very first culture shock that I experienced was from the airport, Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. My boss arranged people to come pick us up, and when we got to the airport, to the parking lot where we were going to enter into the car, we were very playful in my office. So my colleague ran, because he was trying to get the front seat, so he ran to the front seat to go and open the door so that he would enter the front seat. Like, you know, normal Nigeria now, right-handed driving, I mean left-handed driving rather. He went to the right side, let him go and sit at the front, only to find the steering there. He shocked all of us. So guys, right-handed driving, like, how do these people do it? Jesus. Like, throughout my stay at Nairobi, I was just like, how do these people right-handed driving, right-handed, like, you know the way like cars move in Nigeria, the left is always defaulted to be at the left and the right is always defaulted to be at the right. It's the other way around. The left people are always here, the right people are always here. Like, the roads were just so confusing for me, because I mean I drive. So guys, that was the major shocker that I experienced. And immediately I entered Nairobi, I was like, what thing they happen? I did not research, so I thought it was just the UK that had that driving structure. But guys, it shocked me. It shocked me. Now the next culture shock that gave me buzz is, guys, these people have Wi-Fi literally any and everywhere. Every restaurant, every hotel has Wi-Fi. So you get into a restaurant, they will connect you to their Wi-Fi for free. Oh, you came to buy food, you connect to Wi-Fi. How? As a Nigerian that I am, I was confused. Please, where? You enter Chicken Republic, you see Wi-Fi. Come out, you enter ShopRite, you see Wi-Fi. Come out, you enter. Like, that was how it felt. Like, it was so weird to me, because it's something I've never. Nigerians will give you Wi-Fi. How? Then they fear you. You know, like, subscribe, your phone come. Oh my God. So yeah, that was the second major shocker that I experienced at Nairobi, Kenya. Now I have a few with regards to their transportation, boats. So first things first, boats, no, they on AC. Boats, they don't put on their air condition. Like, I watched something like this where someone said in Ghana, boat does not put on your AC, and if they do, it's for an extra charge. It's the same thing with Kenya. They don't put on their AC at all. Like, it is so crazy. Like, when you're used to Nigeria, you know how, like, when you're able to, like, put on the AC for weird and they fear you. God. So it was confusing to me initially, but anyways, thankfully it was not like hot like Nigeria or Ghana. So thankfully Nairobi is a very cool space, so of course it didn't really affect us. Another thing with regards to their drivers is their drivers are very cheerful. Like, they are very friendly. They will gist with you, and then if they now find out that you are a foreigner, like you just came to tour their country, the friendliness will be on another level. Like, they'll be so playful with you, which was really impressive, because I know how Nigeria drivers, they always vex. Both drivers, they provoke. I mean, there are a few nice ones, but these ones, most of them, in fact, all the boats I entered throughout my stay at Nairobi were all cheerful guys. I don't know, Sha. Maybe the economy of Nigeria, but yeah, that's really impressive. Another thing I noticed is that their boats, they have a particular kind of vehicle that they all use. So there's this small car, I'll show you guys on the screen, one tiny car like that. They all use that car. Majority of their boats, I mean, they have other external boats, but those cars majorly are just for boat usage, which is something that in Nigeria you go see different kinds of cars where they do boat. Like, we don't have a specific car for boat, but they do have a specific car for boat, and it was something I noticed every single where that I went to. Another thing that shocked me is they have jeeps for boats. How? Like, you take jeeps for boat, jeeps for cabs. Like, they use jeeps. You know how, like, in Nigeria, if you have a jeep, you have arrived now. It's not for public vehicle, whatever, but they use jeeps majorly for like boats, cabs. I mean, I'm not saying they did not have people that had personally had jeeps, but most of them were cab drivers, boat drivers. Obviously, maybe they were giving you VIP treatment and all of that. So that was something that I really noticed that was confusing to me, actually, as a Naija babe that I am. Another major thing here is, guys, their drivers are calm. How? Do you know they do not horn? Hey God, you know how, like, when you're driving in Nigeria, any small thing, they don't blast you horn. Like, they're always honking at you. So when I went there, they don't horn. They do not, like, they rarely press their horn. In fact, let me give you guys this gist. When we're going back to the airport on our way back to Nigeria, so the driver that took us, there was this driver that was trying to enter into his front, right? And the driver was trying, like, the driver literally almost jammed his car, but you know, this guy did not horn. It was really already shouting, hey, like, you can tell, like, how calm their drivers are. It was shocking to me. I mean, what are your horns for? Nigerians, they will blast the hell out of you with horns. So it was really so calming to see. I mean, it was really calming to see. Another thing is that was quite impressive is that they support USD payment for all kinds of transactions. I mean, except maybe the very local people that are selling maybe very small scale business, but for every place you enter into, they can bill you in either Kenyan shillings or USD. You get, and that was quite impressive, because I mean, I did not have a lot of Kenyan shillings, but then I have a USD card. And pro tip I'm going to give you guys: any country you go to, it's not like Nigeria. I mean, I thought it was Nigeria. So when I got there initially, I was always paying with USD cash. Eventually, until I did a spa treatment and they billed me a certain amount in Kenyan shillings. I have a video coming up that I'll go into detail about the whole spa treatment. But they billed me a certain amount in Kenyan shillings and told me this was the amount in USD. And when I swiped my USD card, it was like a lot less than that, which means that they gave me with bank rate. So it was to my advantage. I mean, they were supposed to charge me like 80 USD. They ended up charging me like 50 something USD, like 53 or 54, which is a pro tip. So if you go to any country, don't feel like, oh, you are wise spending cash. Use your card. It will help you save a lot of money. So it was really quite impressive seeing that they were really inclusive and supporting every single person that was coming to their country, basically. And yeah, I'll give that to them. Also, from my previous video, if you guys watched that already, you'll see that they build us our hotel accommodation also in USD because we're foreigners. So they are always open to give you in Kenyan shilling or USD, which is quite impressive. Here in Nigeria, they go give you naira, tell you make you go look for how you go convert, which is quite hectic. So it's good that they are inclusive and they are understanding that there are tourists coming into their country, and I'll give it to them that they're really thoughtful about that. Now, another thing that shook me is coin. As a Nigerian, we've stopped using coin a long time ago. So when I went to Kenya and they were giving me coin, 1 shilling, 20 shilling, 50, I was like, waiting be this get. So I never expected it at all. So they still use coin, which was shocking to me. But then I know that they are not the only ones that use coin. A number of African countries still use coin. I think even other continents, they still use coin. So yeah, it was quite shocking to me because I've not seen coin in a minute. So another major thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that they are very, very financial literate. Like, they are so financial literate. Their financial literacy is at a very high level. I think at this point in Kenya, they are 80% cashless. So they have this thing called M-Pesa. They kept telling us, can you pay with M-Pesa? Can you pay with M-Pesa? Because whenever we want to pay with cash, we do not have change. We have to leave our change for them. So they keep saying, can you pay with M-Pesa? Most of us, we use M-Pesa. Just go get M-Pesa. So they're very, very cashless, most of them. And the beautiful thing about M-Pesa is not just for like those that have big Android phones or whatnot. I heard that if so far you have a SIM card in any kind of phone, you can always access your M-Pesa anytime, any day, which means that they are doing a very, very absolute great job. And I commend their president for that. Another major thing I noticed is that they are very compliant people. So they have this rule in Kenya, and from the airport they had already announced it. So they do not allow more single usage of plastic bags. You go to their supermarket and they don't have plastic bags to pack your stuff in. Like, you have to come buy, like, I'll show you guys what the bag looks like. All these bags that are made of clothing, and it was quite refreshing to see. Like, there was not a lot of plastic. They are not turning around and you're seeing plastic bag. Like, they were literally saving the environment, and that is impressive of them. Of course, I still saw plastic bags and plastic bottles, but not single usage ones. I mean, maybe something you can use repetitively. And then another thing is, if this rule was to come up in Nigeria, so supermarkets will milk it. How would they milk it? They would bill you for the bag and still put it in your, like, they will bill you for it, but this one is optional. You can always come with your bag, buy stuff, put it in your bag. If you do not have a bag, then they will say, okay, you can get this bag, but you pay this token for it. So that was quite impressive to see. Another thing is, I heard that they have a rule of 3 people in a boat vehicle, because like I told you guys, that car is really small. This car is too small, so you see 2 at the back and 1 at the front, and we're really, like, people are like, they are compliant with this thing. I know say in Nigeria, since they don't squeeze you for back for a long, but it was really, really refreshing to see. We were 6, and for every time we're always going, we're always picking 2 boats so that we can be 3 each in each boat. So that was like, their compliance is on another level, and I really, 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 really commend them for that. Another thing that shook me is the large unused mass of land that they have. I've talked about this in my previous vlog. They have a lot of unused land mass. Like, these people have land, and they will just dedicate it to like wildlife. They will dedicate it to tourism, to historical things. Like, when we visited the museum, like, they have a lot of land. I'm not saying that Nigeria, since they would have used it to build houses and monetized it, but they have kept this going for years, which shows consistency. So I really, really commend them for that, and that shows that they value their environment. I mean, it's impressive and refreshing to see. It's really, really refreshing to see. So another thing that shook me is none of their local dishes kind of like was similar to Nigerian dishes. You know how, like, you go, oh, Ghana jollof, Senegalese jollof, they have what do they call that in Wache? They have what's that plantain based thing they eat in Ghana? And then you hear a lot of African countries, they're similar food. So I came with that mindset and landed in Kenya, and guys, their swallow, their eba is made up of beans flour. They call it, what's that name? I'll put it on the screen. They call it one name like that. Then their stuff, like the taste, the spices, everything, like, I was really, really struggling with aligning my taste bud to that of theirs, but I didn't have any choice. I had to survive, so I did that. So yeah, it was quite surprising to me, and yeah, that's basically that. Guys, unfortunately, this is a pride to Niger. As a Niger girl that I am, they were always back to back playing Nigerian music everywhere you enter. Like, Nigeria, like, what I mean is not like, oh, it came up by mistake. Like, back to back, they're always jamming to Nigerian music. My masseuse played me Nigerian music throughout my spa session, because that was my request. Most of the restaurants we visited, they were playing Nigeria popping music. So that was really, 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 really something that's, I mean, I'm in Nigeria, you get, but it was really, really refreshing to see. Now I have some additions. These are not necessarily culture shocks, but they're additions. First of all, when you get to the airport, you have to come down with your foot. and walk into the airport. Then the driver will drive the car into the airport, so you have to go in for personal searching, compared to how the whole vehicle and all those that are in it will enter. So that was, I don't know if I'll say it's unnecessary, but they know why they put that rule down, but it was confusing to me. Another thing is, I no see agbero. I find higher, I no see, or maybe in the area we did, but I did not see agbero as an area boys. I did not see like touts. Like everywhere was always orderly. There was always law and order. Their accents, these people, their accent, you know, like they literally talk like Ghanaians, laugh, and all those things. Like their accents just shook me small, but I was expecting it. I mean, it's an African country, and I expected similarities and all of that, basically. Another thing I want to mention is, guys, they are very friendly people. Like Kenyans are very friendly. Like they are seeing you from far, they are smiling, and you're like, smiling, why? Like, you know, like Nigerians are aggressive. Like they are smiling and they are laughing and they are playful, and they'll be like, hi, hello, how you doing? Like they're so cheerful. Like, God, how you get, like, Nigerians are always angry, so it was surprising but still refreshing to see. I mean, the smile from someone can brighten up your day. So I think it's something that Nigerians, we can pick up here or there, here and there, like that. That's very, 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 very cute and refreshing to see. But finally, guys, this one, as I was passing through Kenya airport, nobody was asking me how far now, anything for the boys, sup now. Like the way, gosh, guys, my experience when I was traveling Nigerian airport, literally every fly you pass by is begging you for something. To the extent that my colleague one even took his number and started messaging him how far after we had landed in Nairobi, still messaging him how far. So they had their, I don't know, they know they beg for money, they know they beg for things, and that's quite refreshing to see, being in Nigerian and all the things we would see for here. Nevertheless, I still love my country, Nigeria, but it was amazing for me to go experience another country, and yeah, I'm sharing that with you guys. So guys, let me know if you visited Nairobi or any African country. Drop in the comment section any culture shock you experienced, and also give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I beg. We've hit 1K now, we're heading for 10K. So guys, let's do this. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Subscribe if you've not subscribed, I beg. See you guys in my next video, and bye.